What do you know about where this investigation is going? What, if anything, can you tell us relevant to the fact that you, of course, have been cooperating and testified several times?
Right. So obviously the cooperation is not over. The district attorney's office has millions of pages of documents. Without the documents provided by Jen Weisselberg, without the additional documents that I am providing and have provided, they have millions of pages of tax documents and so on of Mr. Trump's, the Trump Organization, and other people. I really don't want to get into the sum and substance of the topics, though many have been already discussed and provided, and information provided by the press, because I really want to respect the process and respect Mark Pomerantz, who has a heck of a job ahead of him. You know, you may have seen I put out a tweet the other day complimenting the Trump Organization on the hiring of Mr. Fischetti, who is a very well-seasoned criminal defense attorney. But the problem for Mr. Fischetti, the problem for Donald Trump and the Trump Organization is that the truth is the truth, and that the truth will always come out, to which case it doesn't matter who your lawyer is. You may as well have Mark Mukasey, which is the lawyer that Trump recommended now to Matt Gaetz. What's the difference? I mean, the bottom line is the documents, the records exist. You know, one of the things, for example, that Nicole Wallace talked about in the previous program was that I had flipped, and that it's very difficult when you flip and as a convicted felon to be a credible witness. First of all, I didn't flip. That's actually inaccurate. I pled guilty. But when I was providing the testimony, Ari, I was providing it under oath. I was providing it based upon a subpoena by Congress. And that's not flipping. I got no benefit from the information that I gave. I ended up pleading guilty, and I received zero benefit by Judge Pauly when it came to sentencing time. Actually, I believe that I was, very harshly sentenced. And that's why I have my current writ of habeas corpus out there, which I'm seeking to even remove myself from home confinement.
Well, it's all very interesting. I will say legally, part of what you said is certainly true. We covered it at the time. The way that some other folks caught up in the Mueller probe got off far lighter than you while you did provide testimony. But as you say, it was not pursuant to some automatic deal, which is part of what goes into the sentence. And we had, as I know you know, but our viewers may remember, we had Lanny Davis on about that as well. So, look, you've clashed with Gaetz. You work for Trump. You're dealing with some of the same overlapping issues in the New York investigation. So, Michael, you remain legally relevant in so many ways. We thank you for being a witness on the beat tonight, sir. Hey, I'm Ari Melber from MSNBC. You can see more of our videos right here, or better yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel below. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that.